There are several guys named Michael Warner. Further complicate things, there are Michael Warners Jr. and Sr., but you're Michael Scott Warner, that's correct? This is Judge Middleton. I'm here at the courthouse. Also present is Mr. Keith Stickley with us on the Zoom feed. He is the Chief Public Defender. You got charged with illegal entry in January, and this case has got a bit of a tortured history. Let me go in here. The complaint alleges that on or about January 12th, that you broke into a property that belonged to Alicia Klein. Is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to...
Right out the gate, this isn't your average arraignment. The judge's tone is calm, but there's already confusion about the identity. 3 Michael Warners, Jr., Sr., and this one's the Scott version. It sets the stage for a case that feels like it's been recycled through the court system more than once.
That's not. Now, in addition, you have another matter.
So
I think that may have been Judge Pattison, but the other matter.
Stuff. I've never used them, so I don't.
Was file one. In a methamphetamine case, there was a misdemeanor, and Judge Pattison gave you 20 days, credit 20 days, $475 fines, or 4 additional days in jail. And I don't know that you ever made any payment. So that case is still hanging out. That's file 23907.
Speech balloon. The fact that Warner already owes fines and served time for a prior meth charge, but hasn't paid a dime, shows the loop he's stuck in. It's not just the court punishing him. It's a cycle of poverty, addiction, and disconnection. And now it's catching up to him.
How did you come to get arrested last night, Mr. Warner?
I was at my brother's house, and I don't know, cops just showed up or...
And where was that? Who's your brother?
Jacob Warner. He was at work at the time, so.
All right. Charged with anything else, or they just picked you up on this old warrant?
Yeah, they just picked me up on the...
This moment really humanizes Warner. He sounds disoriented, almost numb. He was just at his brother's house, unaware that law enforcement would come knocking. It's the kind of soft arrest that happens when someone's life falls through the cracks.
I thought she was related to you.
Yeah, she's my cousin.
All right. So let me repeat. The allegation is that you went into that property without permission back in January. You pled not guilty to that charge. Do you wish to continue your plea of not guilty?
Because that was all taken care of already, because they didn't... I don't know, there wasn't nothing. I didn't think they wanted to go any further with anything though, so.
Well, the prosecutor charged it. Now,
okay.
Did your grandmother have some ownership interest in this?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you got evicted. And Bruce Morse came out and served the eviction, told you to leave. And then you came back in, according to this, went back in the house, made a bed, had some hamburger helper cooked on the stove. This was after I did an eviction case. So
the hamburger helper detail, oddly specific, weirdly domestic, becomes heartbreaking. This wasn't a burglary. This was someone trying to make a home where he wasn't allowed anymore. Cooking in a house after eviction isn't criminal mastermind behavior. It's desperation.
Keith, I had originally I gave him a PR bond and set this for a pretrial with the prosecutor, and he paid me back by not showing up twice, first for the hearing and then for the show cause.
Right.
Plus, he hasn't paid the $475 he owes on the last case. So I guess my options would be to set an attorney pretrial, but then it would get bumped all the way out to 31st. or just set a pretrial with an attorney, with the prosecutor. What's your thought here?
He probably would benefit from counsel, considering that what happened, and I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would like a reconsideration of a PR bond, and maybe having counsel appointed would help, or the court would consider a low cash bond. Either way, I'm sure he wants to deal with this, and will, I think, come back to court.
All right, Mr. Warner, you want me to appoint a
Here, the judge is clearly fed up. Warner skipped not one, but 2 hearings. But still, there's a flicker of patience. Appointing counsel, maybe revisiting bond. The system isn't heartless. It's tired. It wants to help, but help only works when people meet it halfway.
at 8:30. I think Judge Pattison may have had this at one point. Are you working someplace?
No, not right now.
When did you last work?
I'm not too sure when it was. It's been a while.
All right. Well, you had another case that was reduced to a misdemeanor. Judge Pattison gave you 20 days credit and a fine to pay, and you never paid anything on the fine. So
No job, no income, no payments, no rides to court. It's not just legal failure. It's a life unraveling. You can feel the frustration on both sides. The judge wants to understand, but responsibility is still expected.
it was 500 PR. I changed it to 500 cash or surety. The allegation is you went in this house after you got evicted without permission. But maybe there's more to it. You wish to plead not guilty. Ms. Klein owns a number of houses. You're not working, you're not paying your fines, you're not showing up for court. And so that's not a good combination. So
I can show up for court. Just the last time I had no ride. I couldn't find any ride to get to court. But I know somebody that can give me a ride because I talked to somebody and they said that I could come and help them with work and stuff once it got nice out.
All right. Well, I'll get you a ride from the sheriff. I'll see you on
Speech balloon. This is the breaking point. The judge lays it out. Sit in jail or pay $500. Warner pleads for understanding, and the court almost pities him, but not enough to let him walk. It's a cold compromise. Be poor and punished, or lucky and bailed out.
I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. I had issues with the landlord-tenant case. And as I said, rather than do the bench warrant, because I talked to him, I let him out. I gave him the PR bond. He didn't show up. I don't think he was confused. I gave him the date. He may not have gotten the date for the show cause. I didn't get his address. I don't think he's doing real well. All right. Thanks for your help, Keith. And unfortunately, Judge Pattison inherits that. But he's dealt with him before. He gave him the original 20 days.
Each balloon, and that's the real gut punch. The judge basically admits the system gave Warner a chance. PR bond, no bench warrant. But life, or Warner's choices, dragged him back. This isn't just one man's story. It's every small town courthouse where people are judged, yes, but also just exhausted.